You know, in my litigation practice, I often have an opportunity to talk about the 3 rules of lawsuits, as I call them. I've been representing clients for 30 years in court, and I've learned a lot about litigation. I handle disputes about business contracts, partnerships, employments, pretty much anything that could relate to a business that becomes a dispute. So I've seen a lot of lawsuits and a lot of litigation. Many times clients are frustrated. They come to me and the first thing they think is, I want to file a lawsuit. And we do file a lot of lawsuits, but before I do that, I always talk to my clients about the 3 rules of litigation. The first rule is that it takes longer than you think. Second rule is it costs more than you think. And the third rule is it's more frustrating than you think. I'll talk a little bit about those in some more detail. You know, a lawsuit can take anywhere from 1 to 3 years to resolve, and that's if you don't count appeals. The way that the procedures and so forth are set up, it just takes forever to get anything done. And for business owners especially, who are used to getting things done in the real world, the trial process and everything that leads up to it seems so long, and it's very frustrating, and understandably so. The second rule is that it costs more than you think. You know, sometimes cases settle early, and oftentimes my clients think, well, it's going to settle fast. And sometimes they do, but not always. And it's very common for people to be pretty confident and pretty mad at the beginning of a lawsuit, and so for things to kind of go on longer than anybody anticipates. So that results in increased costs. You know, discovery, the process of getting information from the other side, has long deadlines, and there are delays and there are extensions. There are disclosure requirements that require my clients to go in and find all the relevant documents, put those together, and that takes a lot of time. The issues in a lawsuit tend to expand as it goes on and become broader, and we go down rabbit holes, and not because anybody necessarily intends to, but because that's the way the process is designed. And as you are fighting for your business, a lot of times just more things come up than anybody expected, and it takes a long time. I have a saying I sometimes say to the clients about, your case is never better than the first time we talk about it. The reason for that is that during the course of a litigation, you find out things from the other side that maybe you didn't anticipate that they were going to say, and that takes longer and costs more money than anybody anticipated. And as far as costs go, once you finally do get to trial a year or two down the road, that usually runs about $10,000 a day just for a trial. So there's a lot of money involved, and I tell people, be ready for it to cost more than you think. The third rule is that it's more frustrating than you think. There's so much uncertainty and stress during litigation. Going through, as I mentioned earlier, you have to disclose a ton of documents and information relating to your case. It takes a lot of time. It distracts from the things that you really want to be doing in your business. There's a lot of hurrying up and waiting. You know, you got this deadline and everybody's running around for a day or two trying to get that deadline done. And then it's like, okay, well, 30 days till anything else is due. So now we're going to wait. Just hurrying up and waiting is a frustrating process for it. And preparing for hearings and depositions, you know, that takes a lot of time. It's stressful, and it's hard on clients, hard on their businesses, and oftentimes hard on their personal relationships. All these 3 rules don't mean that you shouldn't sue or that we don't sue a lot, because we do sue a lot on behalf of our clients. But a good lawyer will talk about costs and help clients make intelligent decisions about what they're going to do about their litigation before they file it. And that's what we strive to do at Denton Peterson Dunn.